Good afternoon. Today we will discuss about testing fundamentals. Okay, first, what do you mean by testing? Testing is a performance of evaluating the performance of the system. Okay, here what are the principles needed to identify software testing? The first one is first one is it is a procedure of implementing software or application to identify the defects or bugs. For testing an application or software, we need to follow some principles to make our product defects free. Okay, here the principles are, what are the principles needed to test a software or a software product or application? The first one is exhaustive testing is not possible. Early testing, defect clustering, pesticide paradox, testing is context dependent. Then last one is absence of errors fallacy. Okay, this diagram indicates that concept. Okay, first one, testing shows the presence of defects. It means the testing engineer will test application to make sure that the application is bug or defect free. While doing testing, we can only identify that the application of software has any errors. The primary purpose of doing testing is to identify the number of unknown bugs with the help of various methods and testing techniques. And the last point is by doing testing on any application, we can decrease the number of bugs. Totally, the first point indicates testing shows the presence of defects, means it indicates all text, all errors or bugs. Okay, and the second one is exhaustive testing is not possible. Okay, here what do you mean by exhaustive testing? Okay, sometimes very hard to test all the modules and their features with the effective and non-effective combinations of the inputs data throughout the actual testing process. Hence, the second important thing is instead of performing the exhaustive testing as it takes foundless determination and most of the hard work is unsuccessful. Okay, exhaustive means no need to test extra testing concept. Okay, suitable testing is enough for test the particular project or software product. Third one is early testing. Here early testing means initial stage we can start the testing concept. Okay, here early testing means that all the testing activities should start in the early stages of the software development life cycle. It means requirement analysis stage to identify the defects, because if we find the bugs at any early stage, it will be fixed in the initial stage itself. The next point is an important thing. The cost is very less as compared to those which are identified in the future space of the testing process. Okay, next one is defect clustering. The defect clustering defined that throughout the testing process we can detect the numbers of bugs which are correlated to a small number of modules. Okay, here defect means bugs. The same nature of bugs or errors identified separately. And second point is these types of software or application will follow the Pareto principle. It means we can identify that approximately 80% of the application is present in 20% of the modules. Okay, the third important thing is with the help of this we can find the uncertain modules, but this method has its difficulties if the same tests are performing regularly. Hence, the same test will not be able to identify the new defects. Okay, this is a defect clustering concept. Then our fifth point is a pesticide paradox. Here, pesticide paradox means this principle defines that if we are executing the same set of test cases again and again over a particular time, then these kinds of tests will not be able to find the new bugs in the software or the application. It means same set of test cases, no need to test the software or application. Okay, there are no different set of applications, different set of test cases are needed to test the software. Okay, the next important thing is to get over these pesticide paradox. It is very significant to review all the test cases frequently. And then last point is new and different tests are necessary to be written for the implementation of multiple parts of the application or the software. It helps us to find more bugs. Okay, the next important thing is testing is a context dependent. It means the nature of the project or application, the testing is applicable. Okay, testing is a context dependent principle. It states that we have multiple fields such as e-commerce websites, commercial websites and so on are available in the market. There is a definite way to test the commercial site as well as the e-commerce websites, because every application has its own needs, features and functionality. Then third important thing is to check this type of application, we will take the help of various kinds of testing, different techniques, approaches and multiple methods. Therefore, the testing depends on the context of the application. Okay, the last one is absence of error fallacy. Once the application is completely tested and there is no bugs identified before the release. Okay, in this case, error-free software is not possible. Some errors are occurred compared with existing and proposed system. So we can say that the application is 99% bug-free. But the third important thing is the absence of error fallacy means identifying and fixing the bugs would not help if the application is impractical and not able to accomplish the client's requirements and needs. These are the important things of principle. These are the principles needed to identify the testing concept. These 7 principles, 7 points are important to test the software, a product or application. Okay, thank you.